Hello everyone, so this video is going to be a lot different to pretty much everything that we've been making as of late. We've just been mainly vlogging and I'm not going to ramble on, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So, and excuse if the light is really hectic right now because I've just got I don't know what you even call these forefront lights. Whatever. It's really gloomy, it's been raining like crazy at our place here in our hometown, so lighting can be very... This year I really want to dive into all my reading and just get into books because I have been wanting to dive into books. I've been wanting to get lost in stories. I've mainly always been into reading a lot of self-help or type, I don't know if you guys can see that. Anyway, I've been into a lot of those sort of self-help or I don't even know what they're called, motivation, inspiration type books. Lately I have been wanting to get into fiction and just getting lost in the stories, getting into a new world, atmosphere. Don't want to ramble on, so I'm going to get on with all of my books that I'm going to read. The 15 books that I want to read this year in 2026, so my TBR, my 15 books of my TBR. No, just my TBR for 2026. Yeah. First one being is Harry Potter. Yes, I know. I've not read it at all, and everyone says, you need to read it. It's one of the iconic series, and yes, I know it's one of the iconic series, blah, 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 yes. But, oh yeah, and I've also started reading it. Pretty much nearly done. I think I'll be done very soon. I really like it so far, and I don't want to... I'm making a separate video on this already, so if you guys want to see, I don't know if you see, I bought the whole series back here as well, so I don't know when I'm going to get into that, and when, maybe next year or sometime this year. Depends how well I go with reading. And again, as well, I'm not a book a week kind of person because I don't get paid to do this. Not yet, hopefully, so be sure to like and subscribe. I don't know if it's too early to ask you guys to in the start of the video. Anyway, so it's a fantasy coming of age. I don't even know if I need to explain this one. She's one of the author, of course. I was about to say Roald Dahl, oh my gosh. Ooh. J.K. Rowling, so she is one of the most, I think she is the highest paid author or the most successful author in the world. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I don't think I need to advertise this much. It is Harry Potter. It's already its own one. It's the original, not original, but it's the first book, obviously, in the whole series, and yeah. So that's first on the list for this year, which I think I'm going to finish very soon by the looks of it. Another one on the TBR list is And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I believe that's her name. So this one is like a murder, or not a, I think it's a murder mystery, but it's a mystery thriller. It's apparently really good. It's one of those ones that just you sort of think about a lot. It's just really well written. Apparently she's a really good author. I'm going to say apparently a lot because a lot of these are recommendations, by the way. So, only a handful of them are probably my own choice. I've always wondered with these mystery type books whether it's kind of like in the movies where you go to watch it and then you can sort of guess or assume what's going to happen next, I suppose, or whether the author's written it so subtly that it's one of those things that if you're really paying attention, then you could pick what the clues are, or if they've made it really, I don't know, obvious like usually they do in the movies. But anyway, I'm excited to read it. It's going to be probably, I think it's my first mystery thriller. Oh, actually, I don't know. Second, possibly. Second. Okay, next on the list is, I've already read this one, so this will be the second time I've read it. It's The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho or whatever. I apologize to the author if I've butchered that entirely. I do not mean to. Anyway, I hope the light as well isn't glistening too much on the books. Sorry guys, it's really gloomy out there. So this will be the second time I've read this book. It's one of those books that I feel like I can read maybe every year, and at the start of this year I would like to really be motivated or inspired by the message that comes with this book. It's definitely one I would recommend to a lot of people. It's really well written. Usually I don't like those sort of motivational, inspirational type messages in books that are, how do I explain it? Inner fiction or story-based things, hence why I've read a lot of the self-help, non-fiction type books. Yeah, so Lani got me this one for Christmas last year? Yeah, Christmas 2 years ago, and then I read that within the month. One of those books that's just great. I believe it's a philosophical fiction, if I've pronounced that right. I'm doing book reviews and I'm the worst at pronunciations, or what do you call it, grammar and English and yeah, it is what it is. Next one on the list is Fairy Tale by Stephen King. So I have been wanting to read a Stephen King book for ages, and a lot of people say you gotta read Stephen King. I hate horror, so that's definitely not on the books for me. I hate horror, I really do. I accidentally bought, well, I wouldn't say accidentally, I think I just read the blurb wrong, but I got this one by Stephen King. I believe it's just a collection of all of his short stories, or not all of them, but he's just written short stories in here, and I already read through a few of it, and yeah, it was scary. I didn't like it. So I don't want to read it again. I think I will eventually, because I've got it on the shelf. So, and who knows, maybe the Fairy Tale by Stephen King is going to open up a whole Stephen King binge read, so not too sure. Fairy Tale is dark fantasy, I believe. A lot of these books on my TBR list are going to be entirely different genres of just everything, because I want to get exposed to a lot of things and really open-minded to a lot of it, and just learn and sort of take in how the authors write certain things, or different writing styles, or the way they describe things. Yeah. And the next one is another one. I don't know if it's up there with the fact that I haven't read Harry Potter, but tell me in the comments if you guys think it's up there with the fact that I should have already read this. It's The Hobbit. Yep, I know. So, oh, and this cover is, I don't know if you guys can see it. I think my light's a bit too hectic. Sorry about this. I've already started filming, and I don't want to put the soft thing on it. I'm so sorry, guys, but just bear with me. So J.R.R. Tolkien, if I've pronounced that right. Again, probably not going to pronounce all the authors' names right. It is an iconic book. It's an iconic movie series, just like Harry Potter is. And the reason I got this cover is because I just thought it was really cool, the way it was all illustrated and written, and I kind of like it. Yeah, it's a hardcover, but still the story's all the same, obviously, you guys would know, with the special edition type ones. It's a fantasy adventure, so I think this is going to be more my type of genre, because I do love fantasy. I love medieval. I love all the dragons, all that sort of thing. Every time there's movies that pop up on Netflix or whatever, I want to watch those. Excited to read this one. Let me know in the comments if it's one of your favorite books. I've heard a lot of people say this is the book that got them into reading, so, and I've heard the exact same with Harry Potter, but anyway. Okay, this next one, I feel a lot of you guys would already know that it's going to be on there, because I'll probably put it on the thumbnail. It's literally been everywhere, yeah. I don't think it's going to come to a shock to anyone. Fourth Wing, yeah, by Rebecca Yarros. How do I pronounce that right? Yeah. Fourth Wing. Got a bit of a lisp. Probably going to be the thickest book that I read. It seems to me quite big. Well, that, and I think Fairy Tale is actually also like 500 something pages. I believe this one's, yeah, so 550 pages. It's a fantasy, romance, and action. What's really funny is I picked this up because I just thought, you know, it's everywhere. I want to see what the fuss is about. I'm pretty sure she hit like the best-selling author in the world list, or whatever you want to call it. I was reading it to Lani, and I was saying, yeah, because I was reading all the blurbs out to Lani, just because I wanted to talk about my books to her before I made this video. Literally, one of the things here says, pure escapism. Think Hunger Games meets 50 Shades. And I was like, huh. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of sauciness in this. It wouldn't be the first time that I've read a saucy scene in a book, but I mean, I heard 50 Shades is up there with being pretty saucy, like really up there. It sounds like, just from reading the blurb, by the way, this was my own pick, I wasn't recommended this one. It sounds like, or it seems like, or reads like, the author would really have to create an environment that is very magical, real, to really get the characters to come alive. I mean, I feel with fantasy ones, you really have to create an environment or an atmosphere within the book that makes every part of the story just feel as though you're there, or just feel real. Anyway, I won't get too much into it. Oh, and of course I'm going to make vlogs of me reading these books and everything all separately, so see how far I get with throughout the year. So another one that I feel is one of those ones that I just had to pick, because again, it was everywhere, and I didn't realize, I think it's a TikTok or BookTok suggested or visited or I don't even know. See, I don't even know. But it's just been everywhere. Every bookshop, it's been on the front. Same as Fourth Wing. A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah Maas. Maas. Again, one of those ones that have been everywhere. It is a fantasy romance, I believe. So I don't know whether it'll be just as saucy as the other one, but I had no idea. Oh, look at that. I mainly usually just read the blurbs as well. Like, I don't read the quotes from all the other. I don't even know what you call those. This one literally says sizzles with sexual tension. I'm starting to reconsider these books. Oh well, I'm trying to be open-minded this year with all the things I read. I have heard a lot of good things about it, and I believe it's even got its own acronym, like Agatha or something, for the whole series. It'll definitely keep me busy. A Court of Thorns and Roses. A Court of Thorns and Roses. A Court of Thorns and Roses. Okay, this one is very popular, I believe, or maybe it's not definitely not as popular as the other ones, but again, correct me if I'm wrong. I chose this one myself because of the genre. So like I said, I wanted to do a whole bunch of different genres for this year. It is a historical fiction by Kristin Hanna. It's The Nightingale. This one is set during World War II, and I believe it follows two sisters or something. Yeah, two sisters. Again, I'm not going to get super into it. I'm just telling you the TBRs. It's going to be interesting because I've never read a historical fiction and whether I would actually like a historical fiction. But again, it's up there. It's one of those other ones that has been on the front shelves. I thought, you know, I'm going to give it a crack. I didn't want to read any other historical fictions that were in that section. So I figured I'm going to give this one a crack, see how I go. So this one is, I don't know if it's a literary fiction or a romance or a bit of both. It's The Light Between Us by Stedman. I'm going to put up the ones which you guys would already see. The ones that I don't have the physical copies of, I'm just going to put them up with their authors and everything. The reason I don't have those physical copies, because as you guys know, books are pretty expensive sometimes, and I just like to look for the sales, and if they pop up or if they're there, then I'll get them and just add them to my collection, which I don't have a wide variety. A lot of the books I have read, I sort of give them away and just recommend them to other people, and then I just never really gotten them back. Now that we have our own home, if you guys haven't been following us, for everyone who's new watching, actually, we bought a house, and yeah, so I kind of want to create a little library, whatever. I got this set up going because sorry, I got this set up going because I actually filmed this video a while ago, a couple weeks ago now. I paid no attention to the background, and literally we had our clothes hanging inside because it was raining, and I think Lani's undies were hanging off the side next to me, so I didn't use that footage. So The Light Between Us, yeah, again, I think it's a romance or literary fiction. I also think it's a movie. Someone said, I think Lani said it's been made into a movie. It sounds really interesting to me personally, even though it's sort of something that's not really in my genre. Again, want to be open-minded, but it sounds like something that I could really get into. This one is a pick that I knew straight away. So I finished one of the author's books, Charlotte McConaghy, I think. I've watched someone pronounce her name Charlotte McConaghy. I don't know which is the correct saying or pronunciation. Anyway, I read one of her books, and straight away I knew I'm going to choose another one because I really love the way she wrote. I love the way she incorporates the environment, I mean the actual environment, into the stories, and then she gives the environment a personality. It's insane. Just me personally, I don't know if anyone else thinks the exact same. I did a little mini review in one of our vlogs when I finished The Wild Dark Shore. It was awesome. I really liked it. She's an Australian author, I believe. Once There Were Wolves, that's one of her top selling books as well, and I don't even know what it's about. I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna read it. She'll probably be the first author where I'm like, I'm gonna read another one of your books. I've read Matthew McConaughey's book, but then I don't know if I want to read his poems and stuff. I'm not gonna get super into it. But yes, Once There Were Wolves. Again, it's like a literary fiction, I believe, or a nature fiction. If nature fiction's even a category, not too sure. It's gonna be a good read. I definitely think it's gonna be a good read. Fingers crossed. I hope so. The next one is The Ministry of Time. Oh, and also, sorry if I keep looking around. I'm just trying to think. On top of my head, I haven't really written anything down. I've just got dot points off the side. Kaliane Bradley, by Kaliane Bradley. It's a science fiction. The plot of it all sounds really awesome. Sounds very complex, actually. So whether or not I'm going to get into it with the science fiction, not sure. But again, super recommended by a lot of people. So this one's a contemporary fiction, but it's The Wedding People by Alison Espach. I've seen this book advertised a lot in the bookshops as well, and I actually really like the cover, interestingly enough. I know you're not meant to judge a book by its cover, but this one, I don't know, I just kind of really liked it, whether it was the art style of the cover or not. So this one is interesting. I think it's a full-blown romance, I believe. It's by Nicholas Sparks, so the dude wrote The Notebook, so of course it's what he does. So it's called The Return by Nicholas Sparks. It's emotion-driven, it's a Nicholas Sparks book. I mean, like I said, I wanted to be a lot more open-minded with a lot of the books that I'm going to read this year. Definitely got to throw a romance one in there. I know there's all the other ones that are like super saucy and everything, but I think this one's like just a genuine old-school romance. So this next one I picked out, it's one that I actually picked out at the shops because I saw it. It's Where the Crawdads Sing. I heard about this author, and I think she only just started writing when she was 70 or in her 70s. I don't know whether it was her first book, but she wrote it and she did so well, and it's really inspiring to me personally. I'm sure other people don't give a flying. She just shows that, you know, you can do whatever at whatever age, it doesn't matter. And anyway, I'm excited to read this. What's funny is all of this is probably not going to be in order. I have a big feeling, even though I want to read all of the Harry Potter series all in one go, I have a strong feeling that I want to read this one straight after I finish Harry Potter, because this one's probably the one I'm most excited about to read. It's a literary fiction and mystery, and it's cool. It sounds real. I'm excited. I think I'm gonna read this one next, but I don't know, we'll see. And the last one is Daily Stoic by Yeah, The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday. If you guys have been watching our channel for a while and all of our vlogs, I bought this a while ago, and then I did start reading it, but it was sort of late in the year. It's one of those ones where you read a meditation or a quote or whatever each day. Given that by the time you guys see this, it's going to be a couple weeks ahead, but today is actually the 1st of January. Just read this every day, just a page every day, whether, you know, in the morning, night, whatever. I want to finish this year off with this book and just take in all of its wisdom, all of its da-da-da. It'll be the only non-fiction that I've got on this TBR list. Thank you, everyone. That is my TBR list. I hope I did this video right. I've been wanting to do reading TBR vlog, whatever, booktube for a very long time, and Lani's the one that pushed me to do it, because I've always said, hey, it's not in our category or it's not our theme or whatever. Lani said something true, and it's right. She said, you know, our channel is about us and supporting each other and our passions and everything we want to do. So, you know, she has her running and I've got my books, and, you know, so we said, let's do it. Let's just make a big change this year and go after our passions, support each other on it. And as well, obviously, if you guys haven't been following us, we're going to be parents very soon. So, I mean, we're not going to stop with our vlogs. We're still going to do things that we want passion-wise, and then also really just spend a lot of time with family and do all the things that just make life amazing and wonderful. Again, thank you for watching. That's my TBR list. I hope this video is not too long. I hope I didn't ramble on too much, and I hope that I didn't ramble on too little. Yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to release my vlogs every time I finish a book. But again, thank you so much for your support, guys. If you haven't already, give this video a like, subscribe, and check out our other videos on our channel. But yeah, thanks. Bye. I don't know how Lani does it. She does it really cute. She goes like, bye. Bye. Anyway.